Good evening, everybody. We'll begin today's session. I think we completed one second. Yeah, no, yes. So this was the last question that we did yesterday. We'll begin from here. So this is the whole list of doubt questions that I've received so far from you. Around 54 questions, okay? Yeah, so we'll start with the first one. What is the maximum number of passport size photographs of size 3x4 which can be printed on an A4 size sheet, leaving or excluding 1 centimeter margins from all around the A4 size sheet? So in this case, you're first given a rectangle, which is an A4 sheet. The size of an A4 is 21 by 297. 210 by 297, okay, mm. Or you can write 21 by 29.7 centimeters, because this is in centimeters. The size of the sheets which is given to you is 4x3. You have to find how many it leaves. Now, in this case, what we are also given is you're supposed to leave a margin space. So I'll say, sorry. So I'll say there will be a margin space of 1 centimeter on all the 4 sides. On all the 4 sides. So the size of the blue rectangle inside will be 19 by 27.7. There will be 1 centimeter gap here, and there will be 1 centimeter gap here. So this came after 29.7 minus 2, which is 27.7, and this came after 21 minus 2, which is 90. Okay. After this, all I will do is I'll just think about how many grid, how can I adjust the grid? So if I were to, because this is vertical, the blue box is vertical, and I'm considering, and if I consider the photographs also to be vertical in format while adjusting, 21 divided by 3 will give me 77. Sorry, 21, 27, sorry, 21 divided by 3 will give me 7 on one side, 7 such boxes on one side versus 20, sorry, not 29, but 27.7 divided by 4, 27, because along this side the vertical will come. So that's why 27 by 7 divided by 4 will give me a grid of, sorry, 6.9 it roughly comes to, but we'll write it 6 because we cannot have the margin going away. So it becomes a 6x7 grid in this case. Versus we have to find the maximum number. Now, if I take an alternative scenario wherein I'm not arranging the photograph's portrait like this, but I'm arranging the photograph in a landscape form like this with a 4x3. So in which case, if I divide 21 by 4, which means 21. So instead of this, I'm arranging the photographs like this. 4 here and 3 here. So in which case, the maximum grid which can be accommodated on the top part will be 21 by 4, which is 5. And along the edge, 27.7 divided by 3, which will come to around 9 point something, but a round figure of 9. So 9 by 5 is 45, which gives me more yield, more photographs here. So I will go with this equation where I'm organizing this in the landscape format. So, I will be getting, 1 second, 5 grids here, like this. And then along the horizontal line, not till that, let me keep it here. I will be getting, I will be getting 7, okay? Something like this. After this, I'm still left with a wider gap here. How much is that gap? 4 plus 4, 8 plus 4, 12 plus 4, 16. So 21 minus 16 will be 5. We're getting a gap of 5 centimeters. Sorry, not 5 centimeters. Actually, this should be 5. Sorry, there'll be one more line. Sorry, there'll be one more line here. I'm sorry. So 4 5s are 20. So this will actually be 1 centimeter. Sorry, 1 second. I hope I'm not done a mistake. Sorry, I did a mistake here. I'm sorry. 1 second. This should be 21, sorry, not 21, 19 upon 4, which is approximately 4.75. So 9 4s are 36. Besides this, I actually will be left around with 19 and this won't be there. So 4 4s are 16 and 19. So this will be 3. Besides this, I'll be left with a 3 centimeter white patta here. Along this 3 centimeter white patta, I can start organizing my other parts, other pictures of 3 by 4 like this, along 3 and then 4 here. So when I organize it in this manner, 6 parts can be organized here, leaving a residual space here. This is a residual space, which it's not usable at all. So it comes to 36 plus 6, which is 42. Here also we were getting 36 by 6 actually, but the issue here was I had written 21, it should be 19. I just realized it now. So this will come to 6. So 6 by 6, here you were getting 36 only. But in this format, I will be still left with this grid, and there I accommodate the 6 others, and I will eventually get 42. I'm sorry, I've not seen the chat. 1 second. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Vishwa, for pointing this out. Okay, any doubts, any questions? Okay. A similar question, you're given a fish of some size, dimension, which is 5.5 by, overall size is 5.5 by 3, I think. Yeah, 5.5 by 3, because the circle diameter is 3, so the vertical will also be 3. ये वाला जो circle का dimension है, that is 3, which means ये vertical diameter will also be 3 centimeters. The fish is 5.5 long and 3 centimeter wide. What is the maximum number of complete fish which can fit in a rectangle of 22 by 18 and a half? In this case, the fish look something like this. I mean, sorry. Please note here one very critical thing. This end, which is there, it does not touch this part. When I say this end does not touch this part, what it means is when I make another fish here and when I, draw it like this, whatever, this part won't be touching. ये part और ये वाला जो mouth है, there will be some gap between them. If this end was going till that part, ये वाला जो part है आपका यहाँ तक जाता होता, if in that case, this would have touched here. But it's not happening like that. What it means is we a minor gap of maybe 1 or 2 mm left behind between them. All right. If I just divide 22 centimeters by 5.5, I get exactly 4. I get exactly 4, which means that I will be able to accommodate 4 such fishes. Exactly 4 such fishes. Okay, sorry, I was drawn smaller fishes. Roughly. So I will be able to at least accommodate exactly 4 such fishes, okay, basically. Now, after these 4 fishes are accommodated, I can accommodate other fishes here. Like this. Please note, in this case, this dimension, if it was 22 centimeters, exactly 4 fishes will fit. But in the bottom figure, because there will be a gap here, I won't be able to fit 4 fishes in the second row. I will only be able to accommodate 3 fishes here. Because with 4 fishes, I'm able to fit in here. And now because this curvature is not touching the top part, which means there will be some gap. And we discussed here, there will be some gap here, which is this gap. This new addition gap won't allow the next whole fish to fit in here in the last part. That's why only 3 fish will come in the second row. Likewise, this sequence of 4, 3, 4, 3 will continue. It will continue to what extent that we need to find. So how I will do that is, ये वाला जो आपका size है, I need to find that size. So 18.5 divided by, this is 3 centimeters. How much of this grid can we accommodate here? That's all I need to find it. So I can, by 3. I can accommodate 6 such grids of 3 by 3. Okay, I can accommodate 3 by 3 ke ऐसे 6 grids. It comes to roughly, so 18.5 divided by 3 comes to approximately 6.167, and 22 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 comes to, sorry, not 4, comes to 18, 22 divided by 5.5 comes to 4, which is exactly the 4 parts that we see here. So after I've established this, that, okay, there will be 6 parts, 6 grid of this, or for vertically, sorry, and it will be like an alternating situation where the first row will have 4, the second row will have 3 such grids, sorry, 3 such fishes. So how it gets divided is there will be, I know there will be 6 such rows. Uh, if I just count the fishes in the first row first, okay? First, I'm just counting the fishes in the first row, and I'll just make a small diagram here. So, okay. This is how it will be. और यहाँ वाला जो fish है वो इतना आएगा. So there will be 6, 1. Yeah, so there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in this. And there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in this row because another circle will get cut here. So I don't need to count that basically. Okay. So the total number of fishes that we are looking at will be if I just count the fishes in the first row, this much row, this alternating row, this row, this row, this row. I'm not looking at the second intermediate grid yet, the one which is marked in dotted. I'm not looking at that grid yet, okay? So it will be 6 multiplied by 4 plus, when I look at the grid which is happening in the dotted or in this green colored grid which I've drawn here now, that will come to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 multiply by 3 in each row, which will be equal to 24 plus 15 comes to 39. Is it clear? Any doubt, any questions? Okay. Here you're given a solid stack of equal size bricks without any hollow space in between. There is one brick on top of the stack and all the bricks are of the same dimension. How many bricks are there in the following stack? So to find the number of bricks in the following stack, what I will do in the first place is I will start drawing the grid. In this kind of question, all you need to do is in your diagram or in your sketchbook, just draw one part here. Just draw this much part here in the first place, okay? So I will draw this grid. Which means I know now, sorry, 1 second, here also. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So after drawing this grid, I realize that this is made up of 4 parts of bricks because the smallest brick is given here. This is the smallest brick. This is the size of the smallest brick. This is divided into 1, 2, 3, and 4 parts. I will go row by row by row if possible, or I will just go calculate till this much first. So, okay, in the first row, in the first part, which is this, there is 1 brick. In the second row, there are 5 bricks. In the next part, 5. After this plus 4 gets added, 5 ke baad on all the 4 sides, 4 bricks are added, so 9 bricks here. In this first row, there will be 9 plus 4 bricks on all sides, so 13. Yeah. After this, in the next subsequent levels, 13, 13, and 13. Okay. If I'm just going to keep aside just one second, let me erase this once. I'm just going to keep aside the I'm just going to keep this aside for once, the top level ones. But why am I going to keep that aside is because that level is happening only once. This brick happens only once versus these bricks, this part, for example, is getting repeated on one side, in another direction here, and the third direction back side, and then this side also. Likewise, ये वाला जो कोर्स है, ये वाला कोर्स भी यहाँ पे एक डायरेक्शन में आएगा, दूसरे डायरेक्शन में भी आएगा, तीसरे डायरेक्शन में भी आएगा, and then the fourth direction also. So what I will do is I will add 5 plus 9 plus 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 13, and I have to that will give me, one second, let me add that, 5 plus 9 plus plus 9 plus 5. So this is 66. This oh, sorry. Yeah. So this is 66. I have already considered the 4 parts. I just realized that right now. This is one part. इसके अलावा I have considered the 4 parts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. यहाँ पे भी 9 का extension के लिए 1, 2, 3 and then 4 parts have been added here. And then 13 के लिए भी the 4 parts have been added later on. Yeah, so this is 66 and then plus 1 brick on top, which is 67. So the option will be D. Is this clear? Any doubts, any questions? Okay. Identify the odd one out from the list, A, B, C, D. In this case, there's an evident pattern which is happening, and it's, I won't, how should I put it? It's a very crude way of putting it up, but it somehow was matching it. So what I observed was this. I just looked at this part, the highlighted part. In this case, when I looked at the highlighted part, the way I see it, this becomes a tail of this outer arch. In C also, this becomes a tail followed by, I mean, this is the one which comes in the front and then this comes at the back. This also is like a tail which comes here. In case of B, this is happening in the front versus आपका this is following. So B is the only one where this condition is not happening of a tail coming at the back and then the other arc following up. So that's why I chose option B, which also happens to be the correct one. Any doubts, any questions? Okay. The visual shown here represents a golden proportion. Identify the correct ratio. Please note this golden proportion or the golden ratio is extremely important for you. Please do a thorough research on what is the golden proportion. In this case, option A is the one which is correct. 1 is to 1.618. A upon A plus B. A upon A plus B should equal to 1 upon 1.618. That is the golden proportion. Please remember what the diagram of the golden proportion. Okay, that is extremely, extremely important. So how is that formed is you take this angle, draw an arch, and then this gets formed. And it is of a proportion that it keeps on repeating. Okay, it does not stop at one end. Please memorize the diagram of the golden proportion and memorize the ratio also. What is to what is equal to what proportion, in what proportion. Just read through it. It won't take a minute, or it will take a 2 minutes or 3 minutes for you, okay? The figure shows two concentric equilateral triangles with a circle within, such that the circle touches all the edges of the triangle. If the radius of the circle is √3, what is the total length of the star-shaped outer border formed by the two intersecting triangles? The radius of the circle is given, radius is given, okay. The radius is given to be √3. Just one second. So this dimension is √3. In this case, ये √3 है, ये √3 है. Which means if I draw a triangle like this, if I consider, and I'm drawing another, look at the blue part, that is the hexagon that is getting formed. Okay. In this hexagon, if I consider the triangle A, B, and C, if I consider this triangle, this is 90 degree. Your one angle, this angle will be 60, and your this angle will be 30 degree. Okay, I know the vertical, which is √3. I know BC is √3 in triangle ABC. BC is, sorry, √3. So what I will do is I need to find one edge. AB I need to find. I'm more interested in finding AB. In order to find AB, I will take the formula of tan 30. Tan 30 will be equal to the formula of tan. AB upon BC. Opposite angle से opposite edge, whatever angle you're taking, the opposite edge to it upon the base. So AB upon BC. Tan 30 value is wait 1 second, I forgot the tan 30 value. I'm sorry. 1 upon √3? 1 upon √3 or √3? I just need to check that.
Ma'am, 1 upon √3.
1 upon √3, right? Yeah, thank you. 1 upon √3 upon AB upon BC value is √3. √3 will go away. So AB will be 1 centimeter. AB is 1 centimeter. The edge, if this is D, the whole edge AD will be equal to twice of AB, which is 2 into 1, which is 2 centimeter. If AD is 2 centimeter, all the edges, because these are equilateral triangles, all of them will have an edge of 2 centimeters. The number of edges that are getting formed are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. There are 12 such edges which form the outer length of the star. So the total outer length of star is equal to 2 multiplied by 12, because there are 12 such edges which make the outer periphery of the star, which is 24 centimeters. Any doubts, any questions? Okay. The following patterns are made on a wall by using ceramic tiles. Which of the given patterns is or are made from single type of pattern, single type of tile? In this case, all you need to do is, because it's a pattern of ceramic and just going on the top on the wall, it cannot flip. You cannot flip the pattern. So mirroring is in any on any side is not possible. You can rotate it though. So all you need to do is go from tile to tile to tile, one tile to second tile to second tile, and then take one as a reference. So I will, if I take in A option, if I take this as a reference, I will think of if I am rotating this, say for example, if I rotate this clockwise 90 degree, do I get A? Do I get this tile or not? If the answer is yes, then A ke har ek tile, all 9 tiles needs to be thought like that. Then go to option B, C, and D likewise. Because in mirroring, you don't have to consider. So wherever mirror is going to happen, you have to find that where mirroring is happening. So if you go by checking all the tiles of A, you will eventually find that actually there is no issue with that. A के हर एक टाइल, जैसे this is 90 degree rotated, ये वाला जो टाइल है, ये वाला, this is 180 degree rotated. If you rotate this tile 180 degree, you'll find it. This is again 90 degree rotated but anti-clockwise. This one is again rotated 180 degree like this. This and this are same 180 degree. This one is exactly the same. This is also exactly the same. This is getting rotated 90 degree from wherever this position is. This position is. This is the same. No, this is 90 degree of this actually. ये इसका 90 degree है. So A is fine. In case of B, chalo, if I take this as reference, and this I will check with reference to this also once. I will check these two as references also. Which is fine. I don't have to worry. They both are fine. So this is clockwise 90 degree. I get here this. ये वाला जो part है आपका, this diagram looks exactly same like this, so I don't need to worry. This diagram looks exactly same as this. This diagram look exactly same as this. I don't need to worry. This diagram, I seen this somewhere. Yeah, this diagram and this diagram are same. This and this are same. I don't need to worry. This part and this part are same. You don't need to worry. This is different. This is a mirrored one. This is, I mean, flipped one. It's not even 180 degree. This is a different tile. So B is the one which of the given patterns are made from the same tile. So B is not possible. C. C, this are same. This is same. Once I have established A or one of the options, I will just look at which tile looks similar to what I've already found, okay? It makes my task a little bit easier. This is a rotated version of it, but I can find it somewhere here also. It's okay. You don't need to worry. This and this is same. This and this is same. This and this one is same. This one and this one again is same. This is similar to this. This is similar to this. So C is correct. In case of D, this and this is same. This is a 90-degree rotated version इसका, which means ये वाला आपका mirror हो रहा है यहाँ पे. This part is mirrored. Oh, sorry, ये वाला flip हो रहा है, not mirror, but this is getting flipped. So D is also not possible. So in this case, A and C are the ones which will be the correct ones. In the exam, in this kind of question, I would recommend you to actually draw a grid like this of 3 by 3. And in this case, if so, for example, if you take this as a reference, just say a tick as a reference or a R, just write R here. And if this is fine, just do right click here. Okay, yeah, it is correct. This is correct. And in case of B, if this was wrong, just keep a cross and then say B is not possible. So A के लिए ऐसा करना पड़ेगा, B के लिए, C के लिए ऐसा grid बना के please do that small exercise. It will be actually helpful. And in mirror and in flip and in rotation, you may get confused. This will actually help you. Even if you have done any mistake, this method will help you. Any doubts, any questions? Okay. Option A, all right. Let's see. So in case of option A, I took the first tile as a reference, R, and then I went to the other tiles. So this is इसके बाजू वाला ये वाला तो tile है. I know that tile is actually a rotated clockwise 90-degree rotated version of the first reference tile. With the next option, I was able to gauge that if I rotate this option back counterclockwise, I get a similar option to that. In the lower part, this and this was same. I don't need to worry much here. In the next part, these two were same, so I don't need to worry here. In the bottom part, this is, if I rotate this 180 degree, I actually will get this, or this and this are same. This is a 180 degree rotation of this and this part are same. So once I establish a reference point, I will just go from one tile to other tile. Like in this case, for instance, this and the first reference is the same exactly. In this tile, this and the middle part, ये दोनों same है, so which I don't need to worry about it. In this case, which is this one, this and this again are same, or this and this are same. So in tile A, all the tiles are either rotated version or the exact same version of the reference tile. How, one second. How we should do it? Acha, how do you solve it in the exam, Prakriti? In that case,
Yes, ma'am.
so what you do in the exam is make a grid like this. So when I went from one part, I took R as a reference here. When I went to the second part, I found it was correct. So I will keep on ticking wherever it is fine. Then I will make a box for grid, another grid for option B. And I will again go with this part. I will say, okay, is this actually a mirrored version of this, of what I saw here, of what tile I saw here? And then I say, okay, ये वाला जो grid है, this looks exactly same as this. So I can actually make an arrow like this, which means this is ये वाला जो tile है वो यहाँ पे आएगा. Then in the next part, when I come here, I will keep on ticking until and unless I reach, I think this was an error here. I think that tile was problematic. Yeah. So until I reach here where I realize that okay, it's a completely flipped the mirror part of it. So I will say ये गलत है, and then I will mark that option B is the one which I won't choose. So wherever you find a mirror happening, you can keep on ticking. Don't write the possibilities. Okay, ये if you want, you can mark an arrow कि ये वाला जो part है, जैसे ये वाला part है, this and this is the same. You can mark by an arrow saying that this and this are same. So you know, you're actually rectifying this thing. You're actually clarifying this. Okay, this look exactly same like this, so I don't need to worry about option A in any way. Then I will make this kind of a similar grid for CED, and then it just stays as a reference. If I have time to come back to it and do a cross check, this kind of a grid in the rough papers will help me come back to it. But you need to do this in your notepad, which is given to you. Okay? Is it clear, Prakriti?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Image P shows a portion of a large photograph. Some operations have been done on the photograph using an image manipulation software. Image Q shows a portion of the resulting photograph. Identify the option that specifies or specify, one or more option is correct, the correct operation. In this case, the first thing to do, just as a method that I kind of tried following in case of these kind of MSQs type question, is take an L first. Okay. Do the operation that is given on the L for A, B, C, D. So for option A, if I'm performing the figures which are given in option A, rotate clockwise 90 degree. When you rotate L clockwise 90 degree, I will get something like this. After this, flip horizontally. This becomes, and then rotate clockwise 90 degree. And then again rotate clockwise 90 degree. So yes, ahead. This is how it becomes. So this is the one. From this position, it comes to this position for B. For B, it becomes rotate clockwise 180 degree, rotate clockwise 180 degree. That's not rotated. Yeah, sorry. Rotate clockwise 180 degree and then flip horizontally. Flip horizontally like this. So it comes to this position here, from this to this. C will come to clockwise 180 degree and then flip vertically. So when I rotate, flip it vertically, it will come to this D. Second, rotate clockwise 90 degree. So when I rotate this clockwise 90 degree, it becomes that. Flip vertically. Flip vertically. So here, and then rotate clockwise by 90 degree. And then rotate clockwise by 90 degree. So this comes that. So I know B and D are the same operations. एक minute. A may I have done a mistake. Sorry, I just realized. So rotate A and D are similar. Rotate clockwise 90 degree. It starts with that. So rotate clockwise 90 degree. It should be that. And flip horizontally. Oh, this becomes that. And then rotate clockwise 90 degrees. Okay. So yeah, I know B and D are same and A and C. Yeah, A and C are different little bit. So I'll just check B and D first, just in case if they both are correct, okay? So answer could be either B or D together or completely A or only C, either of them. So between A and D, sorry, B and D, it is much easier to perform the operation B, which is given here, because it's two things, versus in D, there is one part, second part, and third part. So I will first rotate this figure clockwise. Now, how do I do this in this diagram is, 1 second, where do I try? I will make an abstract diagram like this. Now, why will I choose this diagram as abstract is because this part, if you observe this, there's a brown patch, vertical patch here, okay? So I will take a abstract diagram where I say, okay, there is a tile here, and this tile has this line like this. So what I will do is, if you look at the next part, I will rotate clockwise. I will rotate clockwise 180 degree. So this, when rotated clockwise 180 degree along that axis, it will be a tile, and this comes here, and then this comes here. This comes here, and after that it is flipped horizontally. So it is flipped horizontally. So based on this, oh, I hope it's rotated clockwise. This mount is happening here. Let me get back to you on this. I think I need to just check it once, because this will come here, then it will rotate or flipped. I just need to get back to you on this. I think I'm not clear yet with it. No, Kavya, I think in this case, option B and D were correct. I just need to get back to you on this bit. Okay. ठीक है चलो. I'm sorry, I'll just get back to you definitely on this. This question, frankly, I'm going to skip this question also. It's a question which was a doubt one. I tried solving it, uh, but I find it difficult. I'm going to skip this also. I'm sorry for this. I'll come directly to the question here. A milkman is returning from his trip on the bicycle. He has two empty containers of 5 liters and 3 liters, and a full container of 8 liters. He was not able to ride the bicycle properly, so he stopped and adjusted the milk so that both the sides becomes equal, balanced. Unfortunately, he has forgotten the measuring cup. How many minimum turns will it take for him to be able to distribute the milk into two equal halves? So we have to sequentially go and find the number of turns or the number of times or number of steps he takes to finally reorganize the whole milk carton equally on both the sides. So in the first phase, we'll go step 1. In the first phase, in the 8-liter can, it's full, and 5-liter can and 3-liter can have 0 milk. Okay. In the next step, what he will do is he'll transfer 3-liter milk, 3-liter milk from 8 to 3. So 8-liter can will have 5 liters because 3 has been transferred. 5-liter will have 0, and then 3-liter will have 3 full. After that, in the third step, sorry, this is the 0 step. This will be the first. This is the first condition which is given. So this, yeah, this will be the second step. In the second step, he'll transfer this 3-liter into 5-liter container, and then 3-liter will be empty. So 8-liter will still have 5. 5-liter can will have 3 liters, and then 3-liter can will have 0. In the third step, he will transfer the 3-liter from 8-liter can back to the 3-liter. Yahan se he will transfer it here. So 8-liter can will have 2-liter empty. 5-liter can will still have 3-liter left, and then 3-liter can will have 3-liter. In the fourth step, he will transfer the 2-liter which were there here in, sorry, sorry, not 2-liter, but in the next step, he will do 2-liter from this to this. So because 5-liter में 2-liter का ही जगह बाकी होगा, 3-liter is already filled. So what he will do is he will transfer 2 liters from 3 liters container to the 5-liter container. So in the fourth step, 8-liter will have 2 liters left. 5 liters will be completely full with 5 liters, and 3 liters will have 1 liter left because we are transferring 2 liters from 3 liters can to 3 liters here. In the fifth step, we'll transfer the 5-liter यहाँ पे पूरा. I'll just write 5 liters. Yeah, we'll transfer the 5 liters. So 8-liter will have 7-liter. 5-liter will have 0 left. 3-liter will have 1 liter. in the sixth step, this 1 liter which is left, I will transfer it into 5 liter container यहाँ पे. So 8 liter will have 7 liters, 5 liter will have 1 liter, 3 liter will have 0 liters. In the seventh step, I need 4 here, okay? In the next step, I need 4 here, okay? So now I will transfer, यहाँ पे 7 है, यहाँ पे 3 बाकी है. So 8 liter में से 7 में से I will transfer 3 liters here. So 8 liters will have 4 liters left. 5 liters will have 1 liter, and then 3 liters will have 3 liters. So here, after 7 steps, we are reaching a balance between 4 and 4 on both the sides. So the correct answer is 7 steps, which is option B. Any doubts, any questions? Okay, we'll move to the next one. The bold lines correspond to 4 different paths PQRS. What is the length of the longest path? The length of each side of the square grid is 7. Excuse me. Sorry. This is 7 by 7. I have to find the longest path. I have done this earlier, but I'll just quickly run through it. Okay. In this case, there are arches involved. The first thing to do, therefore, would be to find the dimensions of the arch. Okay. So there are, I'll just mark the arches. 1, 2, between this, 3, and then 4. There are 4 such arches which are there. I know the dimension is 7 by 7. So the radii of this one part is 7. For 2 arch is 3.5. For 4 it will be 7. And for 3 it will be 14. So I will first find the arches. Let me do it here only. Arch 1 is equal to, I need to find the length. So it will be 2 pi r, 2 into 22 by 7, r is for 1 is 7. 1 by 4th, okay. So arch 1 will be 11. A1 will be 11 units or centimeters. Units, okay. So I'm not writing any dimension here. Then arch 2. Arch 2 is half. So 1 by 2 into 2 pi r, which is equal to 2 bone 22 by 7 multiplied by 3.5, 0.5. So 22 into 0.5 will be 11. Yeah. So arch 2 size I know 11. Arch 3, which is a bigger arch, 1 by 4 into 2 pi r. This is a quarter circle, which is 1 by 4 into 2 into 22 by 7 into 14. So this will be 22. Then we have, so arch 3 is 22. Then we have arch 4, which is equal to, there's arch 4. Yeah, this one. 1 by 2 into 2 by r, 22 by 7 multiplied by 2 cancelled here, r is 7. Is that correct? Yeah, 22. So now I've got all the dimensions of the arches. All you need to do now is just calculate the sizes. In this question, it is difficult to gauge which actually will be the longer path. So please go arch by arch by arch. Okay, we'll start with the S part. So S takes this route. So S is arch 1, which is 11, 7. Half circle is arch 4, which is 22. Quarter, which is arch 3, which is 22. 7, 7, 22, 11, and 22. In this case, while you're solving this on the screen, it is much better to actually, while you're moving your cursor along the path, keep on writing in your diary the units, the additive units which are coming. Like in this case, I've written here, it's better to mention it in your diary with saying, so parallelly, while you're moving your cursor along the path, keep on writing like this: 11 plus 7 plus 22 plus 22 plus 7 plus 7 plus 22 plus 22 plus 11. Just continuously keep on writing that while you're doing this. So here the answer for that question was B, I think B. S comes to 131 that way. Then I will do for R also. I'll trace the path using my cursor, which I would be given. R is relatively easier. So R, it is 22 first, then it is 11, then it is, that quarter part was 11, 11, this is 22, 7, 7, 7, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 22 plus 11 plus 11 plus. So R comes to 133, which is so far bigger. Then I will go to the next one, which is Q. This one. In Q again, I will follow that same exercise. 11, 22, 11, 11, 11, ash falls. Total is 22 and then 11. This comes to 109. P. Yeah. Eleven, 7, 22, 7. So that comes to 127. So of all these, R, I mean the path along R is the longest, which comes to about 133. Any doubts, any questions here? This is a little bit longer. Yes, I agree with it. But in this case, my suggestion for you to solve this is come back to this later on. But this is like a very much easy solvable thing. So if you can spare like 5-10 minutes here, 5 minutes actually, very quickly, uh, it's worth. I mean, you will eventually find the correct answer. You won't go wrong here for sure. Okay. ठीक है, we'll move to the next one. You're given a grid. Yes, it's supposed to be covered with tiles. The covering tiles must not overlap and should not have gaps around them. Only 4 squares in the middle are not to be tiled. Once a tile is chosen, other tiles must be of that type only. Tiles can be flipped, rotated if required. Which of the tiles can be used to fill the grid, basically? In this case, I was able to get only one answer, and in the exam, the answer was given as C or C comma D, both. Just C also was accepted, and C and D both were accepted. In this case, while I was cracking, I was able to solve C very easily. I'm still not clear why D was chosen. So I'll tell you how I came up with solving this one with C. If I interlock, if I, C is an interlocking part. So, yeah, when I draw C like this, sorry, yeah, I can draw another part of C here. So this way I can get a 4 by 2, 4 blocks by 2 blocks vertical rectangle. This 4 by 2 blocks, sorry, this is 2. This 4 by 2 blocks, I can find it here. I can find it here. I can also find this 4 by 2 block here. And I can find this 4 by 2 blocks here. When I'm left around with the other residue part, I can fill the 4 by 2 blocks like this. Without any overlap or without any block getting left out, I will be able to fill all the blocks using this system of interlocking like this. So that way I was able to get C. With case of D, what was happening, and let me tell you my concern with D as an option also. It is like this. When I overlap, so when I, overlap here, I will get a system like this. ये एक. So, in any case, I will be getting some kind of a toothed structure. This is like a toothed structure, like I've drawn here, where I'm not sure how these parts, these gaps will be filled. Now, if it is said that flipping is allowed, let me try checking if with flipping, if I will be able to do this. Oh, yes, I will be able to. Sorry, I just solved it right now. Yeah, it's possible. So if it is said that flipping is allowed, I can actually do this. Yes, and now I know why C and D is given also. I can flip it like this. You see this? Sorry. So this way I get a 4 by 4, 4 by 2. This is 2 and this way is 4. A 4 by 2 block. This 4 by 2 block can actually fit in like how I shown here, simply. In this case, this is 1 unit. And this is other. In this case, I've shown the red and the blue as 2 units. Yeah, so that's why C and D both are possible then. Yes. Any doubts, any questions now with this? Okay. Suresh, Biju, and Tina bring one gift each. When they meet, they swap their gifts, such a way that no one gets back what they have brought with them. The gifts are a book, a pen, and a ball. Book, pen, ball. Okay. So, okay. Let me make in your diary or notepad, please do this exercise where you're solving this. I'm not interested in what they're bringing, but still I will write what they're bringing. What they have or what they gave to somebody and what they received. Suraj, Biju, and Tina. We're given conditions here. Okay. I'm going to the last condition one here, okay? Because the first two conditions are kind of related to the last one. But Tina, Biju said, but Tina, you had to give away your pen, which means Tina had bought pen. She had got pen for her, and then she gave that pen to somebody else. We don't know who she has given that pen to, but we know that Tina would have got pen. Suresh says, I gave my gift to the one who gave away the ball. So between the ball and the book, either Suraj or Biju would have bought a ball and one would have got the ball and one would have got the book. Okay, they would have went to the party with the gifts, with the ball and a book. Okay, so they gave the ball and the book to somebody else. So Suresh, sorry, this is Suresh, not Suraj. So Suresh says, I gave my gift to the one who gave away the ball, which means Biju would have got the ball when he came to the party, and Biju would have given the ball to somebody else. That's why Suresh would have given his gift of the book to somebody else. So I know for now, okay, Suresh got book with him, Biju got ball with him, and Tina came to the party with a pen. This is what they have got. Biju says, I received my gift from the one who to the one who from the one who gave gift to the one who gave away the ball. So I received my gift from the one who gave gift to the one who gave away the ball. So Suresh, sorry, no, Biju. I received my gift from the one. I get it. That I get it. I'm just finding the implication. That's all. From the one who gave gift to the one who gave away the ball. I got what I wanted. Okay. I gave my gift to the one who gave away the ball. So Biju gave away the ball. Biju says I received my gift from the one who gave gift to the one who gave away the ball. Yeah. So Biju is receiving the gift from Suresh, which means so Suresh will give a book to Biju. Why? Because he says I received my gift from the one who gave gift to the one who gave away the ball, which means Biju is receiving the one. Biju is the one who is giving away the ball, and he is receiving the gift from the one who gave gift to the one who gave away the ball. Okay, so Suresh gives book to who had the book. He gives book to Biju. The ball that Biju gives away, he gives the ball to so Tina had to give away the pen and somebody gets the ball out of it. Okay. Mm. Yeah, so Suresh gave his book to the one who gave away the ball. I received my gift from the one who gave gift to the one. Yeah, so this is implied. Tina says, I got what I wanted, and Tina, you had to give away your pen. Tina's pen goes away. Mm. Can anybody help me out with this little bit? I get it. I get this implication of the book, which is coming from here, that Suresh gave my gift. I gave my gift to the one who gave away the ball. Tina will actually give away the pen. Okay, yeah, sorry. It's given here. Tina gives away the pen. So Tina cannot keep the pen with herself. She has to give away the pen. So the pen will come here and eventually the ball goes to Tina. Yeah, it was there. Sorry, right there. So which of the statements is or are true? Tina gets the ball, which is true. Tina gets the book, which is false. Suresh gets the pen. Suresh gets the pen, which is true, and Biju gets the book, which is also true. So is or are, yeah, so A, C, and D are correct in this case. Yeah. So in this case, I'll just explain this again. This is what Suresh, Biju, and Tina got with them to the party. How did we came up to this is with the first statement, Tina, you had to give away your pen. So Tina had got the pen. Between the ball and the book, either it has to be distributed between the two boys, Suresh and Biju. Suresh says, I gave my gift to the one who gave away the ball, which means Biju is the one who is giving away the ball. So Biju had got ball to the party and Suresh had got book to the party. In the next part, what it said is, Biju receives the book from the one who gave away the gift to the one who gave away the ball, which means the person who is giving away the ball is Suresh, which is given here. Uh, sorry, the one who is giving away the ball is Biju, which was implied here in this position. All right, and it is also given by the first statement that Suresh makes that he is giving his gift away of the book to the one who gives away the ball, which is Biju. So book is given to Biju here. Later on, we also come to know that Tina gives away her pen. So between Suresh and Tina, one has a pen and one has a book. So Tina will give away her pen to Suresh here, which means that Biju will eventually will have to give away the ball to Tina. So this is how we arrived at who came with what and who received what. Once I have made this matrix, I will then just go and cross check the options, and thereby I arrived with A, C, and D to be correct. Any doubts, any questions? Okay. If the geometrical solid blocks shown below are cut along a single flat plane, which of these can have a cross section of a regular hexagon? All sides are equal. Assume all the blocks are extruded from polygons with sides of equal length. In this case, the correct option is A and B. If I cut if I cut a cube, sorry, a cube, this is a cross section, okay? See, first thing first, this is a regular cross section that I see here. So A is correct. In case of B, I will be cutting it along the diagonal, opposite diagonal. How should I draw it? Let me just show you actually instead of drawing it. Okay, is my screen visible? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is how a hexagonal cross section. This is the frame, is the cube. And when I cut it along the diagonal, along these two diagonal and the middle point of the sides, and I cut it along that part, I will be able to get a hexagon cross section. Is it clear now? Okay. So in this case, the correct option is A and B. A bag contains 20 socks, of which 10 are white, 10 are black. If socks are drawn without replacement, which of the options is or are true? If one sock is drawn at random, the chance that it is white is 50%, which is true. If you're drawing any one sock at random, so total, 1 second. Yeah. So total socks are 20, 10 white and 10 black. Out of this, there are 50% chance because the ratio of drawing one color or probability of drawing one color is 10 because 10 is of one color, 10 by 20, which is 0.5 or 50%. So A is correct. If two socks are drawn at random, the chance that both of them are of the same color is 50%. If two socks are drawn, for them to be of the same, the probability will be 10 by 20 is after the first draw. So when I'm drawing the first sock, the probability will be 50% in the first draw, which is the same as this. In the second row, I've already drawn one sock out. So the remaining probability will be 9 upon 19, one less in both. Likewise, if I am doing this for the third time, it will be 8 by 18. I'm not doing it for the third time, I'm just doing it once. Okay. So this will come roughly approximately 23.6%. So this is 23.6%. So this statement is 50, so B is wrong. If three socks are drawn at random, the chances of them that at least two of them are the same color is higher than that of two socks. If two socks are drawn. So in the first case, if three socks are drawn together. Now, if three socks are drawn together and there are only two colored socks in the barrel or in the bag, in which case the thing with the probab or the kind of combination of black and white will be B, W, 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 B, B, or W, B, W, or it can be W, W, B, whatever. So, these kind of combination I'll be repeating, in which case I already know that two socks are obviously are of the same color. So the probability in which case I'm drawing three socks and at least two of them are of the same color will be 100%. This situation would change if instead of two colored socks, there were three colored socks and I'm drawing three socks at a time, in which case this probability will be very different. But in this case, since there are only two colored socks and I'm drawing three socks at a time, the probability of getting out of the three socks, getting two socks of the same color would be 100%. Is higher than only two socks drawn at a time. Only the probability of when only two socks are drawn at a time is 23.6. So which C is correct. If four socks are drawn random, the chances that at least two of them will have the same color is higher than three of them. If there is higher than if only three socks are drawn at random. So in case when four socks are drawn at random, the combinations will be B, W, 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 or B, 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 or even W, W, B, B. There's a possibility. So, these are some of the possible combinations. The chances of at least two of them will be of the same color which is 100% again. It is not higher, but it is same as the probability that we found here, where I randomly draw 3 socks and I get 2 of them of the same color. So it has to be equal. It is not higher or lower. So D is also wrong. So A and C will be the correct ones. Any doubts, any questions? Okay, the time. Take. Chalo, we'll end today's session with this. 1 second. If you have any doubts, and please note, I request you to please solve the papers. First, solving all the UCEED papers. Sorry, 1 second.